Welcome to Hard Copy Hounds, powered by the World 1-1 Network and sponsored by Premium Edition Games in their upcoming Series 3 release, Cathedral. Let's get into the Hard Copy Hounds report. We're starting off this week with LimitedRunGames.com, where you can pre-order your copies of the following: Axiom Verge 2 for the Switch and PlayStation 4, with an open pre-order that goes live on October 1st and runs through October 31st, as well as the Axiom Verge 1 and 2 bundle for the Switch and PlayStation 4 with the same pre-order dates. Blood Rain Betrayal Fresh Bites for the Switch and PlayStation 4 has an open pre-order through October 3rd. Demon's Tilt for the PlayStation 4 with a limited print of 5,000 copies available worldwide, with pre-orders going live on October 1st. Eichenfeld for the Switch and PlayStation 4 is currently in an open pre-order through October 24th. One Step from Eden for the Switch and PS4 in an open pre-order till October 10th. And Quake for the Switch with an open pre-order through October 3rd. Rounding it out is Turok on the PlayStation 4 with an open pre-order through October 17th. Turok 2 Seeds of Evil for the PlayStation 4 in an open pre-order through October 17th. And Turok 2 Seeds of Evil bundle for the PS4 with an open pre-order through October 17th. Taking a look at LRG's distribution list, we've got Always Collection on the Switch in an open pre-order through October 17th. Gear Shifters on the Switch and PS4 with pre-orders going live on October 12th and running through November 14th. Going Under for the Switch and PlayStation 4, Neon Abyss on the Switch, Riverbound for Switch and PS4 with an open pre-order running through October 10th. Shadows of Adam on the Switch and PlayStation 4, Strife Veteran Edition for the Switch in an open pre-order through October 17th. The Falconeer Warrior Edition on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and Switch. The Town of Light on the PlayStation 4 with an open pre-order of 2,500 copies available worldwide. Hyperlight Drifter on the Switch is in hand and ready to ship. You can also order your copies of Harvest Moon One World for the Switch and PS4 in an open pre-order. Billion Road on the Switch. Holy Potatoes Compendium for the Switch. Regions of Ruin on Switch. Super Epic The Entertainment War on Switch and PlayStation 4. Arc of Alchemist for the Switch. Thea The Awakening for the Switch, Mercenary Kings on PS4, Where the Water Tastes Like Wine for PlayStation 4 and Switch, and finally Dragonstar Vernier on the Switch. Next on the list is SuperRareGames.com, where you can put in your orders for your copies of Deponia Collection, Ida, Last Day of June, Little Inferno, the Me Poo Me Collection, Monster Prom XXL, Old School Musical, Roki, Smoke and Sacrifice, Unrailed, and Yes Your Grace, all for the Switch. Moving down the line, we've got SpecialReserveGames.com, where you can put in your pre-order for Demon Throttle on the Switch with an open pre-order running through November 15th now. Piku Niku and Heave-Ho on the Switch, and coming soon, Loop Hero and Weird West. Coming up next, we've got our sponsor, Premium Edition Games, where you can still grab your copy of Pigeon Dev Games Collection for the Switch and keep your eyes peeled for the upcoming Series 3 release, Cathedral on the Switch. Looking next, we've got Strictly Limited Games in the spotlight with copies of A Magical High School Girl for the Switch, Asterix and Obelix, Slap Them All, Switch and PS4, Bubble Bobble for Friends, The Baron is Back for the Switch and PlayStation 4, Clockwork Aquario on PS4 and Switch, Coffee Talk for the PS4 only, Darius Extra version available for the Genesis and Master Drive, depending on your side of the pond, Last Labyrinth on the PS4, Lode Runner Legacy for the Switch and PS4, Mega Turrican Director's Cut for the Genesis and the Mega Drive, Necrosphere Deluxe on PS4, No Heroes Here for the PS4 as well, Pressure Overdrive on Switch and PS4, Rolling Gunner for the PlayStation 4 and Switch, Space Invaders Invisible Collection for the Switch, Speed Limit on Switch and PS4, Spelunker HD Deluxe for Switch and PS4, Super Turrican 1 and Super Turrican 2, both available on Super Nintendo and Super Famicom. The King's Bird for the PS4, Turrican Anthology Volume 1 and Turrican Anthology Volume 2, both available for Switch and PlayStation 4. And coming from Strictly Limited's partner store, Always Awakening on the NES in an open pre-order through October 17th. Connect Tank for Switch and PS4, Cotton Reboot on Switch and PS4, Crosscode for the PlayStation 4, Root Double on Switch, Star Renegades for both Switch and PS4, Umihara Kawase Bazooka on PlayStation 4 and Switch, Witchspring 3 Refine for the Switch, Wonder Boy, Asha and Monster World for PlayStation 4 and Switch, and Yeast Origins on Switch and PS4. Next, we've got I Am 8-Bit, where you can grab up your copies of the Annapurna Deluxe Edition, Disco Elysium, Final Cut Collector's Edition for Switch, PS5, and Xbox, Etherborn on Switch and PS4, Gone Home and Grindstone, both for the Switch, Inside on the PS4, Manifold Garden for Switch and PlayStation 5, Mega Man X on Super Nintendo, Mutazone for Switch and PS4, Ori Collector's Edition on the Switch is in an open pre-order as well, Res Infinite Eco Forward Edition on PS4, Spinch for the Switch, Spirit Fair with a pre-order running for Switch and PlayStation 4, The Pathless on PS5, Untitled Goose Game for Switch and PS4, and finally Wadham for the PlayStation 4. Come towards the end of the list, we've got SignatureEditionGames.com, where you can grab up your copies of 30-in-1 Game Collection for the Switch, Alex Kidd and Miracle World DX for Switch, PS4, PS5, and Xbox, Origami 2 for PS4 and PS5, Bomber Crew on the Switch and PlayStation 4, Bounty Battle for Switch, PS4, and Xbox, Brawl Out and Candle both on the PlayStation 4, Children of Morta for Switch, PS4, Xbox, and PC, Cloudpunk for the Switch, Xbox, and the PC, Darkest Dungeon on PS4 only, Dead Cells for Switch and PlayStation 4, Dungeon of the Endless on PS4, For the King for Switch and PS4, and Frostpunk for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, Hellpoint on Switch and PS4, Hero Defense on PS4 only, House Flipper for Switch, PS4, and Xbox One, Instant Sports Summer Games on the Switch, The Long Reach for PlayStation 4, Monster Harvest on PS4 and Switch, Moonlighter for PS4 exclusively, Northgard on Switch, PS4, and Xbox One, Riot Civil Unrest for PS4, Road 96 on Switch, currently in pre-order, Runbow for the Switch and PlayStation 4 available, Sparklight on Switch, PS4, and Xbox, Spirit of the North for Switch, PS4, and PS5, Stranded Sales for Switch, PS4, and Xbox One, Streets of Rage 4 for Switch, PS4, Xbox One, and PC, and the Streets of Rage 4 Anniversary Edition for Switch and PS4, Terraria for the PC only, Ultimate Chicken Horse Anniversary Edition for the Switch, Unbox Newbie's Adventure for PS4, Valfaris and Vaporium both for the Switch, and Yonder the Cloudcatcher Chronicles for Switch, PS4, and PS5. Dropping down with two to go, East Asia Soft, partnered with PlayAsia.com, is where you can grab your copies of Alchemic Joust, Black Sea Odyssey, and Bleed plus Bleed 2, as well as Caveman Warriors and Devious Dungeon, all for the PlayStation 4, Distraint Collection on Switch, Fall of Light Darkest Edition for the PS4, If My Heart Had Wings on Switch, Leap of Fate PS4, Love Esquire on the Switch, as well as Morio Crystal H, and Murder by Numbers, all for the Switch, Panty Party Perfect Body for the Switch, Rainbow Moon and Rye for the PS4, Seabed on Switch, Semispheres for PS4 and PS Vita, Smashing the Battle, Ghost Soul for the Switch and PS4, Tachyon Project on PS4 only, The Letter, a horror visual novel on Switch, Trigger Witch for Switch and PS5, on Epic, and Vesta, as well as X-Morph Defense, all for the PS4. And finally, on the Hard Copy Hounds report this week, Fangamer.com, where you can get your copy of Bug Snacks for the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, currently in an open pre-order, Later Alligator, Stardew Valley, both for the Switch, Hollow Knight on Switch and PS4, Undertale for Switch, PS4, and PC, Slime Rancher on PS4 and Xbox One, Spelunky for PS4 and PC, and last but not least, Hyperspace Outlaw for the Switch, currently in an open pre-order, coming from Fangamer.com. And that's the Hard Copy Hounds report, and as always, fuck the scalpers.